From Chatham at Veterans Field, I'm Reed Becker with the Cape Cod Baseball League. I'm here with Jim Nowak, and Jim has been here for 60 years in Cape Cod. Does it feel like it's been 60 years?
Tell my body that, yes. All right, but actually I grew up here, and I was a bat boy here in Chatham in 1963, and this field has come a long way. Matter of fact, this year it's 100 years old. It was started here in 1923 when my mother was a year old.
Now, I heard you talking before we did this. This field was taken a little bit after Fenway. Tell me about that.
Well, what happened was, if you're looking out here, if you look at the field, the prep 2 weeks beforehand, all right, was done by the same firm that preps Fenway. And so, therefore, they aerated the field. A special compound went on it. It got rolled, and all the edges got laser cut.
Now, you have been around some very big-time names here in Cape Cod, specifically Thurmon Munson. I remember you telling me about him. What's your biggest memory of being with Thurmon?
That he could really beat the bejesus out of a ball, all right? And the thing is, I'll never forget, right here, all right, I saw him, without getting out of a squat, hit second on a dime and get a guy stealing. And the guy who, I forget who it was, he just looked back and said, "Are you kidding me?" All right, and the other thing, too, is that from Orleans, Carlton Fisk. And so this is where the rivalry actually started. And
what do you remember about them going back and forth here?
Is that they always would bump and grind, so to speak. You know, what's his name? Fisk came in on a suicide squeeze with his spikes up and nailed Thurmon in the thigh. And that's where I can't say it, ought to be recorded. He wasn't a happy camper.
Now, you, let's also mention, were a host family for Thurmon.
Yes.
So what was that like, getting to know him?
Really a good guy, all right. He was basically built like a tank, and when he first came in, "Hi, I'm Thurmon Munson," put his hand out, and you could tell that he was a catcher by the way he grabbed my hand, all right. I was a catcher too, you know, I'm not that good. He taught me how good I was not, right. But all around good guy, and the day that he passed away in that airplane crash in April of '79, that's the day actually Carlton Fisk cried. So,
outside of Thurmon, who is the biggest player that you were around that you got to know? I mean, for example, did you ever see Aaron Judge around here or get to know? Or who else did you get to know that really stands out to you?
Well, Aaron Judge at my dinner table ate a pound of ziti by himself, all right? One of the nicest, sweetest human beings you would ever want to meet, all right? The thing about Aaron, he was center fielder when he played for Brewster in 2012. And, of course, he went to Fresno State. That's where his parents went, and he honored them by going there. He could have gone to either Stanford or Notre Dame to play football, but he ended up playing, of course, baseball, and everybody is happy about that.
Well, Jim, thank you so much for your time. That's Jim Nowak. I'm Reed Becker here in Chatham with the Cape Cod Baseball League.